Hello everybody, Erica here with All Things Parks, and today we are at the beautiful Epcot for their opening day of Flower and Garden Festival. I am beyond excited. There is going to be so many new happenings this year for the festival, including Dinosaur Garden. We have 2 new festival booths for food and drink and endless amounts of new options in terms of food and drink at our favorite returning booths. So buckle up, because today is all about digging in to Flower and Garden. I love the front entrance this year. It is Fantasia. We even have some mushrooms right out front, with Sorcerer Mickey, the star of the show. And I love those planter stick things that say Flower and Garden. I always think those are super cute and detailed for this fest. Here's the ostriches, and it continues on the other side with the hippos. First order of business at any Epcot festival is to pick up your festival passport. Now, similar to what they did with the cookie stroll, there is a garden graze where you can get those menu options and get a complimentary item once you complete it. I have located the Dinosaur Garden, and it's basically a dino fairy garden. We just have some miniature dinos and all the planters with some nice dino stepping stones. But look at it, there's so many little dinos. This is something I could easily do at home, and something I'm definitely going to be doing at home. There's a lizard there. He's in the dino garden. Huh. Awesome. And there is a scavenger hunt for this festival, and it's with Spike. Found the first one. If you do want to find Spike, he is with different flowers around the entire park, so just make sure you pick up your map. Over by Test Track, we have approached our first new booth of the season, and this is Epcot Sunshine Griddle, and the corned beef brisket hash is calling my name, although that Fruit Loop shake sounds pretty good. Well, I've obtained the hash, and I found the perfect spot to eat it over on this bridge overlooking the beautiful flowers and Spaceship Earth. Look at this. The cheese curds, that egg and the hollandaise on top. It looks delicious. Hair is tied back for this. It's very windy out today. Didn't want to eat my hair with it. Let's go in. Are so hard. You have that saltiness from the corned beef with that tang that they have in corned beef. The fried cheese curd is amazing. The texture you get from it, the creaminess from the hollandaise on top. And then with the pepper and onion, I love the texture with the onion, gives it a nice bite, and the perfect amount of heat from those peppers. So this is a spot on dish, and one I am very excited got added to this year's Flower and Garden Festival. But I'm gonna finish this up, and afterwards I'm gonna finish walking this bridge so we can see the main entryway into the World Showcase. We have our main mice out front ready to paint the garden with their pal Goof. And over here we have Pluto with his favorite chipmunks, Chip and Dal, looking dapper there. Even our favorite ducks made it to the show. Up first for food in the World Showcase is Trawl and Trellis, and I love this place because they always have souvenir mason jars. They also just always have it decorated so nicely. Now within the mason jar, every year they do change it, and this year is really nice. They're giving you the recipe. While in line, we even get to see some princesses. The tea drinks at Trowel and Trellis have honestly become some of my favorite drinks here at the festival, and that is because they're not so sweet and because they come with a souvenir cup. Obviously, I love souvenir cups, especially mason jar souvenir cups. So let's give this matcha tea a go. Feel instantly energized. This is amazing. Like I said, it's not super sweet, it's just super refreshing, that light flavor from the tea. This is a definite winner. So we're 2 for 2 here today. And it even out back is where they're grilling the corn that they serve, so super neat. I'm a little disappointed with the Mexico beverages. So we've had a carrot margarita, a pumpkin margarita. This is just passion fruit. I wanted something interesting. I know some of us are a little frustrated that the centerpiece for Harmonious is not centered, but look at these views from Norway centering it with the Eiffel Tower. The Lotus House over in China has a drink that is new this year that I really want to try, the Tang Dynasty, so I'm going to have to come back for that one. And that's because the Chinese drinks are always super strong. Now, over near Africa, there's a spinner section, so you can pick up your spinner for your garden on your way home. They have a whole bunch of different ones, Disney, non-Disney. I love it. There's a Stitch back there and even a Rose from Beauty and the Beast. Over in Germany is the Bauern Market, and that toasted pretzel bread topped with Black Forest ham and melted Gruyere cheese, yes. But today I'm just trying to do all new things, so that will have to be on hold. Another must-check-out thing over in Germany during any festival is the train station, because you always get to see the miniature lamppost coverings that you can see full-size around the park. Now, Italy really underwhelms me in terms of food and drink during their festivals. They always seem to have the same options, but they do not underwhelm me in terms of the amount of flowers that they have provided to us around the pavilion. So it's absolutely beautiful to check out. In America, we have the Magnolia Terrace, and they have some great sounding things, including the Cajun roasted oysters, but I think I hear the Voices of Liberty, so let's go check that out.
Gonna send blood, gonna drown them out. I'm not scared to be seen.
Over at the Hanami booth over in Japan, the soy glazed pork shank, hello, and pineapple sake. So I might have forgotten to order the pineapple sake, and I'm not getting back in line, but this is the pork shank with truffle mashed potatoes. Say no more. The meat just literally falls off the bone. It just pulls away. It looks so good. You can basically tell me anything if you're going to tell me that there's truffle potato in it, so I definitely had to check this out, and it is just unbelievably tender, just falling off the bone. And I'm going to dive in, see what it tastes like. It's so tender. There is just the very slightest hint of truffle. I could have used a little bit more truffle in those mashed potatoes. With those scallions and that strong soy flavor, this is good. Very good. I want to bite into this. Oh, it's super salty and fun. Good, but I still like my corned beef hash a little bit better, but still super tender, delicious. Check it out. That brings us to Taste of Marrakesh, which is over in Morocco, and I'm still daydreaming about the lamb chop that I got here during the art festival, but some new offerings here. We also have new offerings at La Isle Fresca. Lamb curry, plantains. I like to call France Fleur Delacour because I love Harry Potter, but there's some new fun items that you can check out in France as well. That brings us to the UK, and Mary Poppins is out, greeting everybody in her beautiful garden. UK has an absolutely stunning garden. Hi, Mary! Now approaching the festival center. Nice truck here for the horticulture group at Disney. How's that for leaf placement? Inside the center we have 3 booths, and the first one here is our festival favorites. Since these are favorites from festivals of past, there's nothing new, but that beef brisket burnt ends looks delicious. The cider house has made a return, and they're bringing heat with their cheddar biscuits and snake bites. No piano man up there right now, but it's decorated and ready to go for the festival, and I love this little delivery truck. And that brings us to our other new kiosk, which is the Farmer's Feast. Now they do have a hibiscus cocktail that is calling my name. Until I walked up here and saw they also have a blood orange beet cocktail with whiskey. Well, that was a pleasant surprise that they just happened to have a beet bourbon drink on their menu that they didn't disclose before. But I'm gonna go ahead and give this a sip. I get almost straight bourbon, which is obviously not a bad thing for me. Yes, I get straight bourbon, not really tasting any beet, not really tasting any orange, maybe a little orange. Kind of tastes like an old fashioned, so there's a little bit of orange there. What I'm kind of disappointed in is at the festival center this year, there is absolutely no merchandise here. So as I walked around the World Showcase, every kiosk actually had pretty long lines to get into the little kiosks for the merchandise. So I didn't stop because I was assuming, you know, there would be some merchandise here. In the festival center, there is not, so I'm gonna have to make my way back out there and kind of do a half loop just so we can get some of that merchandise. There was a pretty cool item that I saw over in the annual pass holder place. It kind of looks like half Spaceship Earth, so definitely gonna have to check that out. What they do have over here in the festival center though is a little guide about how they make the topiaries. So I'm gonna go check that out. I'm gonna sip on this for a little bit, but I can see like the Sorcerer Mickey trellis that they probably build the topiary on, so that'll be exciting. And I had a quick idea. Since I still have my souvenir cup, I might pour this bad boy in it. It's literally the refillable stuff that keeps on giving. Much better. Much better. So here is where you can learn all about topiaries, freestanding topiaries, structured topiaries, anything you want to know about topiaries. And there's also a lot of stats over in this direction. So we're talking stats across Disney World property. So if you want to learn about hanging baskets and all of the floating baskets, this is definitely where you want to come check it out. Leaving the festival center, you can see Mickey and Minnie saying goodbye, and with that we are going to go ahead and check out the merchandise. Made it back to the merchandise booth over near Morocco in Japan. Of course, Orange Bird is present for the Flower and Garden Festival, so we have a nice hat as well as a shoulder puppet. We also, of course, have a Orange Bird spirit jersey, front and back, looking great. A little hoodie, as well as the milk carton. We had a similar one last year. A nice sipper cup with some little balls on there, and a keychain, and nice ears. This is a nice journal. I like all of the countries on it. And this bowl, this is the bowl I was eyeing down before. I don't know what I would put in it. It's $35. I don't know if I should get it, but I probably should. You have some bags, just in case you need to carry items home with you. A shirt, again, I love the logo with the countries, and we even have a little lunch carrier. Harvest your imagination. Figment's always present on festival merchandise, and a nice cup here. And I like that a topiary of Spaceship Earth is present on this, along with Figment. More Figment. Don't worry, we also have some Minnie Mouse stuff. So a nice little planter boot and the back of it. I'm just not too crazy about her face on these. I do really like the back of this shirt. I just don't know if I like the pink, but I love the bow. There's the front of it as well. Live life in full bloom. We even have a mug with Minnie Mouse 2021 on the back there for you, and some Minnie Mouse ears. Kind of looks like Belle, right? Those colors. and a nice pin for those who collect pins, a cup just in case you get thirsty in the garden, and another Minnie Mouse shirt with a nice tie there on the sleeve. This is the other option I kind of like, a nice little watering can. It's got some countries represented on it. With the shopping done, we are back looking at menus. We have Northern Bloom over in Canada, and I cannot wait to try the maple popcorn shake. Of course, I'm getting the one at the bottom there with some bourbon. Citrus Blossom has returned, a fan favorite, and I'm most excited to try that pork belly. That's a new option. And look, they've updated the sipper cup. Orange Bird fans everywhere going crazy. The Honey Bistro over across from Starbucks here have a few new options as well that I'm sure we'll try throughout the festival. And everybody loves the Pineapple Promenade, and there's one reason. It's that violet lemonade. This is also where, if you are going to do that garden graze, you will come and get your treat. So don't forget to stop here if you decide to do the garden graze. Again, those items are listed here. I was so upset last year. I got like 4 of the 5, and then it shut down, and I did not get my prize, which was a really cute sipper cup that had vegetables on it. And the last booth is the Flavorful Kitchen. Disney promoting some vegetables. You're going to have to pick them up if you want the garden graze treat. And that brings us back to Future World, and that means one thing. It is time to go in the butterfly house, and it is over near Journey into Imagination. So let's head over and see if we can see some butterflies. Oh, I see another spike upon entering, and bam, we are in. Beautiful little focal point here with some planters. There's butterflies galore flying around everywhere. Look at that guy. He is so cool. He's got like eyes on him. He's watching me. It's actually a really good model. He's just sitting there posing. Strike a pose. You are a beautiful little butterfly. So many and such beautiful flowers in here. So definitely check it out. There is so much to do and see here at Flower and Garden Festival, so I hope you can make it out. But we promise to be back, and we will continue to show you more and more. Before we head out today, we're going to go ahead and take a quick stroll through the topiaries. Well, that is a wrap today here at Epcot's Flower and Garden Festival opening day. We had an awesome time. We got to see a lot of new merchandise. That was really exciting. I really want that Spaceship Earth bowl. We got to taste quite a few bites and sips. Got a souvenir cup. Got to see the topiaries. Just had a great day looking at all things garden and flowers. So thank you guys so much for checking this out. Make sure you like, subscribe, and we will catch you at a park here soon.